do model paints in here and stuff?
Oh yeah, that's why I want to get a little care package for Uncle Lou. We're getting look.
Oh.
For Lou.
Oh my god, I love that.
That's the mug one. Wow. Look at all this crack. Oh my god.
Where's our aisle?
This is like the range on steroids.
Fuck.
Yeah.
But is Scotty beaming in, or is it just the three of them?
This is for just the three of them. They're all phasing.
Are we assuming that Scotty's at the controls?
Yeah. And no one's going to die on this mission because there's no red.
I was going to die.
There's no one with a red shirt on, so we're good.
Oh, so is that the only people who die in
Yeah,
red shirts?
red shirts, yeah.
That's hilarious. I never thought about that. Red shirts are engineering, security.
Security mainly,
Yeah.
so, and they're not very good because they always come back,
No.
but they never come back. Aztek Dummy assemble.
We've arrived. Welcome to the Aztec Temple.
I'm not worthy. I'm not worthy.
We didn't come. We brought gifts from the Hobby Lobby. We thought.
Oh, you found that at Hobby Lobby?
Yeah, but you don't have that.
No, I don't. I do now.
Yeah. Isn't that fun?
When you escorted out?
I had to go
I
and
had
grab
to go and find me. I never go shopping with him, and it's like, we've got to go. Just got here.
It's so beautiful here.
It is.
It's well, we picked a warm day. It's up in the 90s today. It's cooled down a bit, but
The place looks gorgeous.
last week if you were here, you'd have been trying to get through all the rain.
Oh, dear.
It was a soaker every day.
Wow.
Well, get out of the sun.
It's
Come on
really
in.
lovely.
Wow, I can't believe it. From all corners of the world.
Looks like a Nikon.
Oh wow. Oh my God.
Now this is, as I warned you, this is bachelor living. So
Yeah.
it's a one-man cave.
I've spotted it straight
You have
away.
nothing to
Don't-
apologize for.
Don't give him any ideas.
Oh my God.
Oh my god, it's
So
heaven.
lovely to meet you.
Good to meet you.
And hi,
I've
Lou.
been following the dollhouse. Wait, come on in.
It's all great. So I was already caught the red dwarf. I'm like,
Yeah,
I didn't know.
a gentleman named Carwyn Morris over in Wales
Wow.
built that, and I commissioned him to build it for me. It was a weird story. He was getting ready to move. His job was going to take him to Korea or something,
Oh, wow.
and he had this whole collection. He goes, "I got to sell some of this stuff." I was like, "I will buy because I've seen it.
Yeah.
I will buy this." And I bought his Galileo and one other model. And he said, "No, you don't want that red dwarf." And he built a new one. He built a new one and filmed it. And he said, "Yeah, you want that one."
That's great.
I love it. Where's number 8? I know.
You had to do that, didn't you?
Yes, I did, because come on.
I gotta take a picture of that.
Oh, you're talking about the Doctor Who.
Yes. Shameful.
That is so funny you knew that.
Well, I can see it. I can see.
What's that? All the doctors are up there.
Yeah, well, some of the doctors, not all of the doctors, but some of the doctors, but...
Okay, I'm embarrassed. I thought for sure I had one of those boxes that had all the.
Oh yeah, I had that, yeah.
All the doctors. No, I
It's
don't.
oh dear.
The one I had was another big box, but it wasn't.
Oh dear. Yeah, I yanked mine out for my TARDIS because it's the exact scale.
Mhm.
It's just absolutely fantastic. And I was over here. Sorry.
I loved Dr. Spock's ears.
Yes, Steve Neal made me a set of those. He was a makeup man on the motion picture.
That's a wonderful TARDIS.
Thank you.
Wow.
Astering is like paper mache, and some of the parts were 3D printed.
Spectacular.
That's so cool. I love your Back to the Future poster.
I think it's mandatory. Everybody has to have one of those.
We went to the Back to the Future in London. It was so
the
much
plane
fun.
was just so cool.
$1.
You found them here? You had to order them? Wow.
Yeah, there was a brief moment where we had pretty good Doctor Who merch.
Right,
But now everything's dried up and you have to order it. So I'm trying to figure out exactly what's going and what's not.
There it is. Is this going?
Oh yeah, that's going. I don't know which of these are going yet, and I don't know if any of the Sucker Punch figures are going.
Oh, this is spectacular.
That's really cool.
This you didn't build that on the channel?
Yeah, I did.
Did you?
Yeah, that's a Jeff Fink.
What one's that?
Is it really?
Yeah, that's a Kodan Armada from
No, right.
Last Starfighter.
Huh. Is it resin?
Yeah,
Printed?
it's 3D printed. Yeah.
Wow, it's fantastic. Yeah, this is beautiful.
And Wayne, I knew you were coming, so I put the spinner in a box so you wouldn't have to look at it.
That's hilarious.
Well, you know, I almost sat in it at that convention. I didn't even know there was going to be one there.
That's from the sequel. That's not the.
Oh, is it?
That's not the original.
Okay, nice to know your decals didn't settle down either.
No.
I feel better now.
No, those plates are just way too fat.
Oh my God, there it is. This is from, what's his name, right? Is that Golden Armor?
No, that's well, you know, it might be who it is now. I've had that thing for so many years.
No, but I remember when you built it.
Yeah, but it had been sitting in the closet for a few, or in the stash. For
These you just finished recently.
These I just finished within the last year. Yeah.
Spectacular. Proteuses.
Protea, yeah, Protea up to wazoo.
You've only just done that one, haven't you?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
just finished that.
That's a clever way to. That's a really clever way to display that.
That's how I think our enterprise is going to be done.
Yeah,
They've got to support that front, so there has to be.
there has to be some sort of
Yeah.
support up there.
So clever. Beautiful. Oh. Yeah.
What a collection.
Look at the eagle down there.
Yeah, that's another one of those lessons. If you ever want to make a commercial kit of something,
Yeah.
ask Lou to buy the expensive replica first. Because I got that from Jerry Anderson's their company,
Right.
and it's like, well, limited edition, 22-inch eagle, Jerry Anderson, signed and numbered.
Right.
Sure, I'll take one of those. Not one more than 2 years later, round two says, we're going to make a 22-inch eagle that's going to be $50. That's the lesson. If you ever want an expensive, I did the same thing with the 350 Enterprise.
Yeah.
I bought the expensive replica of that, and then they came out with a kit.
I had the same thing with my Anduril sword. I paid them a fortune, and then it was limited edition run, and then they did exactly the same thing, minus a limited edition. That's
Right,
it.
right.
What's that?
Which one are you pointing at? I didn't get around to dusting that corner yet.
Well, there's the bus. I remember you doing that for Wallace and Gromit.
Mm-hmm.
That is spectacular.
Yeah, and the brake lights work on that, and the headlights, and the siren on the top.
And then from the movie
Silent Running.
Silent Running.
Yeah, the three.
Yeah, but did you? Oh, it was a commission build.
Yeah, I don't have that
Oh,
anymore.
damn!
No, I don't have that anymore. I do have a kit to build one for myself.
They're not available anymore.
No, not available. That was part of the thing. It's like, well, if you give me a kit and pay me a lot of money, then I will make one for you.
Because I tried to get that kit.
Yeah.
No.
Well, let me show you the big stuff.
Yes.
It's back in here.
You got bigger stuff? Oh my god, look at the Slimer.
This is what I had to do when I retired.
Alright.
So this is
Wow.
Try it out.
Oh my God, hon, look. It's a full TARDIS.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Oh my god.
Oh my God.
Oh, this is Phil's heaven.
Look at this.
So we're gonna need another room for Phil's house.
We're gonna need more room in our
If I'm
house.
gone tomorrow, I've arrived.
Nice comfy chair.
Absolutely
This is
amazing.
amazing.
Oh my God.
Yeah, when someone said a life-size Slimer, I really didn't think about how big that was going to be.
Oh my god.
So There's got to be a time when you can just buy Blu-rays or DVDs and not realise you're looking at
Did
it.
you hear that?
Because I've already.
It's about ready to fall here.
I did not understand the cup of noodles. Someone's going to have to
I showed
explain
you one
that to me.
episode of it, Mystery Science Theatre. What was that?
That was somebody walking through the door.
Can you still get, do you still get, can I still get the masks for this?
Yeah.
Because I want to do this. I have the
Give me,
middle.
give me 5 minutes, I'll plot you one.
Oh. Can you explain to me the logic behind this cup of noodles? I never understood why they did it. Is it that nostalgic?
It was the 25th anniversary or the 75th or the 50th, one of the anniversaries of Cup Noodles.
Right.
But it's such a bizarre and beautiful kit.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. It's fascinating to me.
But they also did like one for the original Nintendo. It's, I guess, cultural touchstone type of thing.
My God, Liz.
But the box and the instructions for the cup of noodle are hilarious in themselves, in that they say, you know, do not try to eat this model, basically.
That's hilarious.
Do not pour hot water into it.
Now, is this the? Is this the?
That's the Mobius kit.
That's the Mobius kit. But you've added. That's the.
Those were the crow's nest figures.
The crow's nest figures,
Yeah.
and then the moving hatches.
The hatches were, I think those were part of the kit.
No, I don't think so. Unless did you scratch you?
I have to. My memory is starting to go. I believe those were stock. I think all you had to do is you had to bore out to make the hinge pin work.
Gosh, so the work is just.
And let me come in here behind you for a second. I did this so that you can
Well, that's brilliant.
look in the back, because why do all that work and cover it up?
Well, that's exactly right. I can do that. That's a clever way to do it.
Big enterprise.
And that's
This was
just.
my retirement gift to myself. When I was getting ready to retire, I was like,
Yeah.
I'm going to retire and build a big enterprise, and I'm going to put it in an addition on my room. And then I found out from Steve Neal that I could get one of these, and it became
Oh wow.
the reason for the room. And all of a sudden, everything shifted forward.
Phil has one too.
But mine, some joker when we were moving it, the buttons are pushed through, and I don't know where to get new ones.
You know what those are?
No.
These are resin castings off of little tiny regular Radio Shack push buttons. They don't have the full mechanism behind them.
Oh, see, mine actually worked.
Yeah, these are just. Can
Can you get these then?
Can I get the?
Can I get these online?
No, I think when Steve make I think you cast these up himself.
Oh, so I'd have to take one out and cast it.
Yeah.
That is amazing.
Rocketeer helmet. Wow.
Oh my gosh.
Face hugger.
Robot initiating systems check. Please stand by. Alpha, Beta, Gamma, Sector Class 101.
Yeah, it goes on for a while.
This is spectacular. Just spectacular.
Again, you want to make sure that round 2 is going to come out with a Grissom model.
Yeah.
Let me get the big expensive
Oh.
the big expensive garage kit.
I remember, but is that the one you had problems with? Because there was some problems, inaccuracies with it.
Oh yeah, look at the back end of it. It's horrible. It should
Yeah.
come to a point.
Right.
Oh, look at my ET shit. I don't think
I
you
reckon I
want
can
to
hear
do
plug
this.
this thing. Yeah.
And are you plugged in? Yes, you are. I believe you are. Yes. So I just have to get
Beautiful.
behind you and. No, you're not.
He's on now.
He's on. That should be on. No, it's not plugged in.
Asylum.
That's on. That's on. Okay.
Do you remember when you take on the Universal tour, they would have, you know, the, 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 I would have these guarding the actual exhibit.
That's why I can use the remote.
Wow. Look at that.
But you'll recognize that hull.
Oh.
Yeah. That was a pain in the neck.
Mine were nice and crisp and clean.
Shut up.
Yeah, na, 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 na.
I was covered in so much resin after that.
Spitting it out my nose for a week.
Now, what's the Aries that you've sent? Is that? Because you've got two different kinds.
Well, he's got one in the flying position and one in the
okay.
This is the Aries. This is the Mobius kit. This was the Adam Johnson kit that this was molded after. Again, buy the expensive one. They'll come out with one that's similar.
Yeah, but this is the kit I sent him,
Yeah.
and it's in the.
It's AWOL at the moment.
It's in the. It's in the
Oh, it's lost somewhere in transit.
Yeah, and I hope to God they find it.
This is my 2010 tribute.
That is so cool.
Noisy as all get out, but a nice little tribute to 2010.
That is so cool. There's your one. Is that the 132 flying sub?
Yes, that's the big. Again, that's Mobius.
And this is the 18. No, this is not the 18.
No, that's the
12.
148 scale.
Right.
So like, you take the ET and the Gremlin, I'll be good.
Where did you
Do you want me to
find
like?
this?
That was in a friend of mine up in Washington saw it in a hobby shop on display. He said, "How much you want for it?" I know somebody who wants it. Basically, he's like, "Lou, I got a line on an ET."
That's fantastic.
That's amazing.
There's your gremlin.
Oh,
Yeah.
you'd love it.
I made the mistake when I was painting that. I tried to make them look too real with the the skin.
Oh, right,
I
yeah.
should have gone with the yellow and green, more cartoony colors.
Yeah.
I'm gonna repaint him, I think.
There's your Nautilus.
This is great.
I have that.
I'll have a model room one day. when my kids decide to move out.
Yeah.
Oh,
What
here's
you
your
do is
hopper.
you message Jack and say you need to go now, Jack.
Yeah. Sorry, Jack.
It's really good.
That's the Sideshow collectible. It doesn't do a lot, but it does everything I need it to do.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't drive it around.
Well, it takes a lot of space. Look at the base.
That's the base I had to cut in half. Yeah.
Oh no. Oh, this is beautiful. Look at this. This went to Wonderfest.
That went to Wonderfest last year.
Did you win?
I don't think I did.
Damn them.
I don't think I did.
Now, is this the same kit?
Yes.
And the purpose of a second one is just because.
Well, this one I scratch built the interior for.
Right. Okay.
And that one was just stock out of the box. And that one was the one I used when I was coming up with the painting templates for it.
Got
I
it.
used that was my sample.
Okay. Got it. What a difference the templates make! I have to tell you, night and day. I mean, my God, once you've figured out how they work, it took me a little bit. But why would you use? I would never go back to decals. Never.
Well, if it's something that's large enough, why not paint it? You don't have to worry about it yellowing
Right.
or silvering or flaking off or
I have this kit.
that. The
The
Wandering
Wandering
Earth.
Yeah. Beautiful. Look at the way you've done that.
It's things that I didn't even know. I didn't even know there's a Smile Time Angel out.
Again, we used to have a store here called FYE.
Yeah.
That was movie trivia, movie props and merch like that, and they had the Smile Time Angel. It's like, and it's about what, a half scale, 2/3 scale.
That's great though. It looks cool.
I'm glad somebody else recognized what it was.
Also, I saw all your angel figures out there. You almost had them in chronological order of the series.
Oh, yeah.
You see the puppet?
Yeah, that's what I said. Smile Time Angel. Yeah.
There's your hopper.
Yeah.
A beautiful color palette.
Let me
That's
see if I can sneak in behind you here.
That is so
If
bold.
I can. This is getting harder and harder to do, but if I can. There. Turn the lights on in the face.
Spectacular. Beautiful. What a
I
gorgeous,
like looking at it in there. Look, I love that.
fantastic rendition. Oh my God! Look at the interior.
Yeah, I did it down to a red dwarf tribute where one of the characters was dead.
Yeah.
The other character was a slob, and the one that's dead was a neat freak. So one of the bunks is done up real nice and neat, and the other one's got centerfolds and stuff on the wall.
Oh, so your computer lights that's fiber optics on a
There's about 8 or 10 fiber optics in there, and they're all
Right.
firing differently.
from a board from a
No, they're all just wired in, and the longer you let them go, the more off sync they'll get.
on some kind of a random board or something.
No, it's just that's the LED does that itself.
Oh, really?
There's your Thunder Road.
Yeah, I wanted you to see that.
Yeah.
Is that Randy's?
Yeah, that's the Randy Cooper Thunder Road.
You know, I had that kit. I hadn't built it.
Give it to Wayne. He wants to build it.
Does it?
I'll build it for you.
You want to build it?
Yeah, I'll build it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dolphin Flyer.
That's last year's with my major award.
Yes.
Fifth Element behind you.
Mm-hmm.
Holy
Got
hell.
the,
How many holy hand grenades have you got?
I got you. You only really need one.
Yeah.
There's Corbin's
Oh,
tank seat.
yeah.
Now, so this is the Katenga.
That is.
So there's a masking set for that, I
Yes.
guess.
You think I would do all that by hand? What are you, mad?
I have that kit.
So the guy who done the ET spaceship has done a big version of that, the taxi.
I've seen that. I've seen that.
Well, you have a bigger version than that. You have.
No, that's the only taxi I have.
Well, what was the? You built that on the channel, but
Yes, I
you built
did.
something bigger, no?
Well, it looked bigger on TV. It's smaller in real life.
Yeah. That's so funny. It's beautiful. Oh my God! How many people get a chance to see this? No, very cute.
That should be a museum.
Well, that is your goodie bag.
Oh, and I've got goodie bags for both of you gents.
Oh, look at this.
That is that's the space station from Wandering Earth.
Yeah. That kit's available.
That kit's available, but that's the one with the instructions that tell you to paint everything silver.
And that's the deadliest class.
That's a Daedalus class.
Yeah. Where does
A friend of mine named Jack designed that up in, and I printed 3D.
Oh, it's fantastic. They never bothered. They never.
No, there's only. I mean, and that's Carwin's shuttle in the middle of all of that.
Right.
No, it's one of those things. If they don't think they can sell 3,000, 4,000 of them, they don't go ahead and do it because it's just so expensive to tool something
Now,
out.
what happened to the Boars refit? Didn't you have a lot? No,
I never had.
never had one.
I make a template set for them, but I never have.
So it's just this,
It's just that.
and that's from.
That's custom replicas.
How in God's name? Oh, that's right. It's got a metal frame in it, right?
Yeah, it's actually got an acrylic frame.
And how did you get those square and level?
I built it on a jig that kept everything level and square.
Extraordinary.
Let's see if I can get this.
That is extraordinary. I mean, the amount of work to get that.
It's,
It's just this should be in the Smithsonian. Look at that.
Oh, wow.
The effects, look at it.
That is beautiful.
Something for the kids that's not supposed to be there. It's not supposed to be there.
Oh, no. But why not?
Why not?
That's the noise I make when you're driving. God.
That is- How long did this take you?
11 weeks.
11. Full time.
Well, not 8-hour days, but
Right. How long do you usually work a day?
10 to 4.
Okay.
I take an hour for lunch.
Right.
And unless I get inspired and then I have to keep going on something.
Right.
This place is heaven.
It really is. Like,
Incredible, right?
It's absolutely incredible. Wayne, this is better than the Museum at Milton Keynes.
Well, this is good because this is probably this was my vision that I was trying to explain to you, but I thought it's best if I take it to Lou's house. Then it speaks for itself. I don't have to do anything.
Oh, yeah.
I like how you put the shelves over your posters.
Well, the thing was, when I started all of this, is that the whole idea was, you know, eventually there was going to be shelves all everywhere. And then I got, well, I'll put posters up now to take up space because it was kind of
Now, did you know
visually ugly.
during construction, did you not say, if I go another 12 feet,
I'm sorry, I'm trying to find the remote to shut him off. There we go, that'll do it.
if I go another 12, what does it matter if I go another 12?
Well,
Cost.
cost 16 square was
Best you could.
the best I could do, and then you start going into further into the backyard and
Right.
get close. I'm on a well and a septic tank, so
Right.
you know you can't go but so far
Right.
back without running into stuff underground. So,
Absolutely awesome.
but no, what I was doing was I was going to put posters up to kind of take the visual space until I had put shelves up. When I put the shelves up, I don't want to take those posters down. I like them.
Yeah.
They're
But it
cool.
works.
Put the shelves
It
in front of
works.
the posters.
It works. It works. It works.
So where did it start? What's the oldest model that you've got?
Whew. I don't know because I started building when I was a kid, and I don't think any of those. No, I take it back. There's a Cylon base star that's
Yeah.
original that made the trip from Pennsylvania down
Wow.
to here, and then all of this is since 2004, pretty much.
So almost 20 years.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
It's a rare display of me being very speechless.
Can I get a photo of you both, all three of you,
Sure.
just right there? I'm going to take a photo.
Yeah, just
Okay.
step back.
Short one's
okay?
done.
Mind you.
Lewis, the fog effect, it's just a light spray of white,
No, it's a light spray of smoke
of smoke. Really?
on the inside.
On the inside.
Well, I put a little tea light in the. That's all that's in there, because when you put that in place, that gives you just the right amount of flickering
Oh, it does. Look at that.
that's going on in there.
That's really cool. And the flashlight goes on?
Yeah, there's a light in the batteries are dead.
That's okay.
But there's a light in the flashlight, and
Right.
all of his, and there's lights in the this light lights up in the helmet, and then there's all his instrument lights light up. The fun part of that kit was figuring out the best way of doing this patina on the copper.
Yeah, for sure. And then it's all, you've dulled it all down. Because that was the one thing that struck me about that wardrobe is it was so, all those yellows was,
Well, it's really weird because it's yellow, pink, and blue.
yeah.
It's Teletubbies.
It's really thick.
Yeah, he's like.
I mean, they're really bright if you see them in the light of
Yeah,
day.
yeah, yeah.
You got the little sense.
Fascinating, right?
And for all the,
Yeah.
and for all the, you know, that you see them, they might as well be gray.
Right, right.
I love
Extraordinary.
that
I mean,
Forbidden Planet poster.
because it didn't film that way, really, did it?
I mean, they filmed it murky with all the fog and everything else.
Yeah.
You really didn't see the colors.
No, 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 no. Just have to see something for a second. I want to see.
What are you thinking, Wayne?
That scene is perfect. Look how perfect you bastard.
There's no words. Everywhere you look, there's just something.
Yeah.
That is just.
It's like speechless.
absolutely
So
gorgeous.
incredible, especially.
Gorgeous. Now you don't have an 18. You didn't build any.
I had one in a box somewhere.
You never built
That's
it.
only about that big.
Oh, that's the big.
That's the big one. That's the
Is
real
that the
big
same
one.
scale pod that Phil built? The one at the top there?
Yeah.
Yeah, right, okay.
Yeah, I'd get that down if I could, but that's the one I've got working screens in.
Right, yeah.
I remember that. That goes. That I've got that guy's work. He sells them now.
Mm.
Like
What was that? Blanking on his name right now.
I can't think of it. He sent me one,
Uh-huh.
and they're really good. They're really good.
I was hoping that he's going to
They're
come
like $50 now.
Nice. He was going to come around and make screens for the 1999 Comlock
Oh, that would be fantastic.
because it's just that right size for a. And there's plenty of room for electronics behind it.
Now, did you seal your top?
Yes. Actually, I know I've got a series of tiny set screws around the bottom. That's why you see they look like. Tried to make them look like thrusters.
Oh yeah, they do look like thrusters. That is so clever.
But that's a tiny set of screws to hold the top down.
You didn't want It's a weird kit, isn't it? Because it's sort of like.
Well, it's like every other Irwin Allen thing. If you can't see it through the front windows, why bother?
Right. But my thing is like, I don't know. I don't want to look in and see all of the wiring.
Absolutely. Wayne, that is that coyote. That's a recast of that resin kit. It's the Gremlins 2 design, really,
Right.
and it comes with a big old mohawk. It's supposed to be mohawk, and it comes with a big old resin mohawk that goes down the middle. I chucked that out first thing because I wanted to do stripe.
Yeah.
But that's why it has the extra.
Because it's hard to get a
The
full
extra-
size with just not a puppet now, you know? It's-
Right. Yeah,
As we're
because
driving-
NECA
Yeah.
makes a puppet.
Lou, as we're driving away tomorrow, you'll see him waving in the back of the car.
Like the dog at the back window.
No, I mean,
Oh, that
stripe
one.
will be, yeah, he'll be in the back.
Is this the Revell?
That is the yes, that's the Revell. That's the one with the interior. Yeah.
Is that the one you recently bought in the show, what, in the last few months?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah.
Did you like building that?
It was fun. It was fun. Now the round 2 one is not going to have an interior.
Same scale?
Same scale exactly. It's going to have a cockpit, but it's not going to have a
Because
cargo bay.
you resin printed the Mandalorian, didn't you?
Yes, I resin printed Demandos to go with it, and I also scratch built some stuff on the inside of the cargo for nettings and schmata.
Wow.
Beautiful. This is a resin kit.
Yes.
That's fun, isn't it?
Yeah, because I can't reach that high.
Wow. Look at the Nautilus, that's brilliant.
My propeller and the lights move.
It's a beautiful kit.
That was when I used the actual rust on. That was fun.
Yes,
That was fun.
I copied you.
I still have a ton of it left if you need
Yeah.
any more.
No, I have a whole tub.
Yeah.
I use it. I use the on my ET
Yeah.
on the lamps.
Mhm.
I've used it a couple of
I
times.
used it on the lamps.
I used it on my Doctor Who.
On those girders.
Yes.
Oh, those were gorgeous.
Thank you.
Those were gorgeous.
Yeah, it's a great technique. But you know what else is? It's fantastic. It's bloody expensive. AK Interactive has the jars. You know of it's called ground cover, and it comes in mud brown, light brown, grey, and white. It's fantastic. It's not cheap.
No. I've used a couple of AK. We use what's easier to get around here is the scenic woodland scenic.
Right, and it's fine stuff. But this was, I don't know. I enjoyed working with it.
Mm-hmm. They also make a very nice snow, which is not that. What I used was another thing to do the snow, but AK makes a very good snow cover.
Is this a paste?
Kinda.
And do you have working time with it?
About 20 minutes.
Okay.
It's not really. I mean, it dries like any other paint.
Why are you filming me, Wayne?
Oh,
That's how Maya does it. Oh wow, okay. Look at that.
but any of those buttons will play a different sound.
Hello, Wayne. This is highly irregular.
Daisy, Daisy. Only not valid on
Where
Earth.
did the star bug come from? Because I've only ever seen a 3D print.
That was a kit I found at
Alright.
Wonderfest. Yeah.
All right, see?
Did
Gems.
somebody say Wonderfest?
Slowly I turn. He turns with a ravenous gleam.
So excited.
Where do you film? Can we see the model, the studio?
The workshop, yes, the studio is back here.
That's incredible.
Ooh!
I clean.
Oh my gosh! Here we are.
And this is the latest.
Oh, is this a?
This is the latest from the mind of Jeff Fink.
Oh wow,
Centauri star car from last Starfighter.
that's amazing.
Now Wayne, you see, I wanted you to see actual posters I've had up for
Wow.
years on
The last Starfighter.
theater posters that I've had up for years.
This is all 3D.
Yeah, all came out of there.
Fantastic. And is he selling those?
We're still working out the design, the wares and walls.
right.
What will happen is that he will probably end up selling this to Cosmic Scale.
Right, you buy the oh, really?
And he probably, I know Keith, he'll probably start producing kits that are already printed and you buy the kit.
Right,
just
right.
like the travel pod and everything else.
Right.
But yeah, here's the other, that's the unfinished Holy Hand Grenade.
That's
in
the
case
one
I-
that's always on the film.
in case I need to.
Thou shalt lobbyist it.
At thy foe.
Holy cow.
So where's your resin? Oh, that's the big piece.
Holy
Look at
mother.
it.
That's the resin there.
Woo!
Look at
That's
that,
gorgeous.
that's-
Get a whiff of that. Woo!
That's not bad.
Look at your plate.
I know, it's like
Holy
4 times. Mine's like a
moly.
quarter of the size of that.
Yeah.
What can't you print with that? There isn't anything you can't print with that.
Good ham sandwich.
And what kind of resin? Is that blue or is that?
That's the blue because that's what I've done
And
right now.
can you slice on Cheeto Box?
That's what I do.
You can.
Yeah.
No problem with this.
No, that's what it's more or less made for. But here's my ingenious venting system.
Ah, I've got the same one. Just need an extractor in there. That's
Right.
great.
Stick that in the window,
Yeah.
close it back down, hit the fan.
Oh wow, that's perfect.
That's all you need.
Right.
My problem is when I run into parts that are too big to cure in the washing cure.
Yeah.
I have to like get a tub and put the ice with the alcohol in it,
Oh, right.
and then everything. I just used a switch over there, but I built this up and put a
That's brilliant.
set of
For curing.
yeah,
Yeah.
for and just use the UV
Works
strip
perfectly.
lights.
But now, did it just, you pull it out and plug it in, or did you have to build it?
Do what? This?
Yeah.
Pulled it out, plugged it in. It's already leveled. It's already, and I haven't even, I've had this running since November. I never re-leveled it. I have never changed the FEP on it. And the only thing I did was make sure when it's sitting on the table here that it's nice and level.
And you have no problems because my Creality does not like Cheeto Box.
Well, no, I mean, I've got no problem. Actually, I didn't know how much time you guys were going to be here today and tomorrow. I was just going to run a print.
Print.
But for a few,
Yeah.
it takes a few hours.
Yeah, print.
So when you're printing on that,
Uh-huh.
it's printed. You've got it off. This plate will be full of resin. How are you cleaning that?
No,
No?
it's just the little items will be sitting here. You pull this thing off,
Yeah.
So it comes off.
That's right. So the whole thing comes off. So you're
and then
Oh.
you scrape it off that
yeah,
way,
and that's it.
and then you put it back like here.
So you don't clean that every time.
No.
That's what I'm doing. I'm cleaning every single time.
I
I'm like,
don't-
surely I'm
I
not have
don't
to do this
clean-
after every single time.
I don't clean it. And there are people, oh, you have to strain your resin.
Right.
No, I've never strained the resin.
Right.
Wow.
The one thing I do is if I get a failure where something gets stuck to it,
Yeah.
this one has a beautiful vat cleaner on it.
Right. Okay.
And basically, what it does is it exposes you put 30 seconds, it'll expose a layer of light to it. You save one of these because you put this in and then you expose it, and then you use this as a handle to
It
pull
pulls
off
off.
the film.
This could be a birthday gift to myself.
I've been wanting to post something like this, Wayne. For all you people who think stepping on Legos is bad enough.
Yeah, it's not bad.
We would like to say, you precious devils. Try stepping on something that's 3D printed.
Well, that's a game changer for me because I was taking the whole machine apart after every print.
There are
And
people
I'm like,
I've been
surely,
watching on
yeah.
Facebook that are still running validation things.
Yeah, no.
Print something.
Right.
That's the best
yeah.
validation,
Right,
you know?
right. That's exactly right. And it's weird too because you can get one failed print
Yeah.
and you'll print it again and it's perfect.
It's all a question, and that's another thing. Oh, you know, they're sticking
But-
thermometers in there and heating. It's like,
No.
No,
print
but
something.
I got well. So one of the issues that I discovered like this when you're slicing like Cheeto
Yeah.
box, it creates enough of the trees.
Oh, right, yeah.
And it does it really well. But when it's not sticking to the build plate,
Yeah.
that's when remember I told you about that? It wasn't sticking to, and my build plate, once I scuffed it up, I was perfect.
Well, that's the problem.
I had my doubts about the perforated plate. All you gotta do is put a skate underneath everything,
Right,
and you don't get that vacuum
right.
because all the holes in the plate.
And how often do you have to change the film?
I've never.
And but is it readily available if you need to?
Yeah. You can get substitutes that are without
And,
buying the name.
and
brand.
is this one of these things where you're chasing the technology? They're constantly.
Well, it's like
This should be good for a few years.
yeah, it's like a computer. You know, every year it's faster and cheaper.
Right.
And this, 8K is good. It's the first tablets or the first printers were RGB tablets. This is a monochrome tablet, so you can print a lot faster, and the light is a lot cleaner. So the detail is a lot finer.
The other problem I've got is that if I've got a foul print, I won't know about it till it's about here.
And that's the thing about the design of this. You
Yeah.
can tell
Straight
an
away,
awful
yeah.
lot earlier that something.
Because it's a
either
very
right or wrong.
shallow
Yeah.
bath.
Yeah, and you will have to. Anything I've done, you can see there's a fill line back there.
Yeah.
A maximum fill line.
Yeah.
And then you'll find yourself dumping more in for sure when it's
You
printed.
see what you need a workflow. That's what
Yeah.
I learned. You got to
Yeah.
have a workflow because it really helps.
Yeah. Because that's the thing, I get in such a mess. I even dropped the resin on the carpet, but luckily I've got the tiles.
Well,
on
see,
it. Yeah.
get some cheap carpeting.
Yeah.
But
I'll just pick them up.
the
'cause
two
I've got
things you
the-
need is a box of gloves, box of rags.
Yeah.
And,
That's alright, he's got my tea towels.
Yeah.
Yeah, box of rags, you ball it up, you throw it away.
exactly. You're dumping it.
That's what I do with her tea towels.
Now, you always sit when you build, right? You don't stand because sometimes.
No, I find myself standing more often now.
Really?
I mean, I usually sit. My mom always told me, never pass up a chance to sit your ass down. But I find myself standing more often.
Well,
So where do you have the camera then when you're filming?
It sits right where Mickey's head is.
All right, cool. Nice.
I've got the camera packed up because I'm going to take it. But I mean,
Yeah.
I put that tripod up, and that's where it sits. But this is the last thing I just printed the other day.
spectacular. Oh, so this is what I have.
For your
Yeah, I
washing
have,
and carrying.
Yeah, I have
Yeah.
a similar one, but mine has a big bath.
Well, that's where that is right there. It's underneath the.
Oh.
It's underneath the piece of plastic there.
Oh,
the tub.
okay.
So it's like a dishwasher, it just
Spins it.
spins.
Yeah,
it.
there's a like a fidget spinner at the bottom of this and
Yeah.
a magnet that grabs it.
And then you can
spins it.
remove your tub,
Yeah.
and then you put on like a mirror,
and the
and
lights, they
turns,
cure it as well.
and they cure it as well.
Yeah,
But
I
I
like that.
find, in LA, we're fortunate enough. I mean, you just stick it outside in the sun. I mean,
Yeah.
not
Yeah, you can do
But
easy enough.
I find that really hardens it fast.
Nice.
That is Cheeto box.
Let's see. Let's open a project.
And there it is.
See, those are the cages for the time machine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I haven't got them.
You do.
Yeah, they're not in my kit.
No, I've got them for you.
Oh right, okay. Yeah, because we can.
No, we
Right,
don't
yeah,
have
yeah.
those. We don't have
Well,
those.
okay, yeah.
We have a set. I thought we had a set, Lou. Did we not get a set of the smaller ones? Katie?
Yeah, they're not that great.
Oh, no. See, that's the master speaking. This is a plotter.
This is my moneymaker.
Yeah.
This is what allowed me to retire.
Yes.
We say nice things around this.
Fantastic.
We feed it whatever it
Now,
wants.
how hard was it for you to play with the right tack on the vinyl?
Not really, because this is paint mask.
Right.
It's made for,
I see.
It's made for the auto industry. That
Right.
when they're doing
So when I was doing Sequest, my production designer Richard Lewis, he had, I mean, this was 20 years ago, so it was a poor, like a really, but everything on the Sequest, all the signs, the warning signs,
Yeah.
the oxygen, everything, it was all print. It was all print.
So what program operates
The
that?
plotter.
I can go straight from my Corel and output straight to it.
Oh right, wow.
Yeah. But when I learned how to use this for 30 years working for the state. But
Yeah.
we had a 36-inch plotter there, and this was a little 24-inch.
Right.
It does everything I need it to do. But people say, "Oh, I want to do something like that on my Cricut." It's like, well, you could, but that's like the 4 crayon set. I got the 16 crayons with a built-in sharpener here. I like a little bit more professional. But you were talking about how Chitu will set its own supports.
Yeah.
Here, I'll just take this out for a second.
Well, and also it will show you where they're weak.
Yeah.
But it prints the supports, but I always print on a graph because it doesn't seem to want to stick to the plate otherwise.
Right. Let's see. Let's remove all the supports here. So there's your object.
Is that the top one?
That's the top.
Yeah.
And you can see how what's bright red.
Yeah.
That's where it's telling you that's where it needs the most support.
Ah, right. Yeah.
But if I was to go in and do just do a platform, just do an auto supports, that's what it would do, which is way too much.
Wow.
So I would I'll go in and edit
break
them.
it. We're trying to remove them.
It's easier for me to go in and delete ones that are too many than to try to put every single one. But if I'm going to do multiples of something, I'll set one up, support it, and then duplicate it. There's no sense doing supports on 20 different things.
No.
Duplicate it with the supports already in place.
But any difference between Cheeto Box on Microsoft versus Cheeto Box on Mac?
I have no idea. I don't use Macs.
Well, I do.
Well, that's
Get a
your own.
PC.
That's your own handicap.
So on this bit here, you see the bit at the top?
Yeah.
I've got a random piece that looks like that. Loose, is that right?
Yeah.
Right, okay.
You don't want that.
Don't want it, right?
Your sign.
That was from my office at work when I retired. I took that with me. This was from my high school art room.
Oh.
When I graduated, I took that with me. There's some other stuff I could take with me when I leave. My favorite pair of scissors from work, they came home with me. Don't you put that on video.
I won't put that on video.
I'm testing your film knowledge, Lou. Now I know what posters you got in there.
Yeah.
Great fun. Great fun.
Well, yeah, Wayne, I don't know if you saw. Here's the main wall of movies.
Wow.
So you have absolutely nothing to reference anything with.
I got no reference materials at all.
Okay, so what order are these in?
Comedies, music, animated, drama, or sci-fi and horror, drama, and then behind you, these are all TV series.
Wow. That's cool.
And inside the TARDIS fill, this is where I had the audio equipment and everything.
Right. I remember when you. Sorry, that's so cool. So much fun.
It looks. What I like about it is when they're closed, it's just the right amount of light when it's closed up.
That is so much fun. Bravo.
That's just a plain old bifold door.
Yeah,
and
no,
close.
but so clever.
Where do you sleep? Is this your? No, you don't have. I'm not gonna take.
I'm gonna say, it's a special video for that.
No.
That's way back in the day.
Okay, got it.
How do you like the luminance on that?
In this room, it's fine.
Yeah.
You can tell I kind of black out everything,
Yeah.
and there's there's very few windows, but you can get a pretty darn good brightness out of it.
It's amazing how far this technology is.
This isn't the longest throw you can get, so obviously the closer you get, the brighter the picture's going to be.
Right. That's the size of our TV.
Nice.
We have the
This-
I have an Aquas.
When I first put this in, this was something to brag about.
Right.
Now everybody's got, big
Well,
screen.
now what's coming next is micron mirror sheets,
Mhm.
and so you'll be able to cut it any size you want.
Yeah.
Yeah, it could be whatever you want it to be. How long did it take them to build? Oh, you filmed it.
Yeah. It was maybe a month, 2 months.
Right.
Because it's not complicated. There's no AC in there.
Right.
There's no plumbing in there. There was just one additional circuit,
Right.
electrical. So.
You know what I did? Because I had this sort of setup in my old house, and I got fed up with the 1:65 ratio to the 2:35 ratio, and having the black bars. So I had shutters on the top and bottom. So when I was 2:35, I just put the shutters up.
That's clever. That's clever.
Yeah.
Never thought about 4x3 now. I didn't think about it.
Bring in sidebars.
Wow. That's just spectacular. Absolutely spectacular.
Well, come into back into the
Yes.
living room here for a second.
The word pilgrimage very, very correctly.
Oh, no.
You guys had met. Right.
The paint job on this
I like it.
it's ridiculous.
Sorry. You said you were a 2XL.
Can be a 3XL.
Well, I had some shirts made.
Oh.
And when I got the 2XLs that I ordered
Yeah.
didn't turn out as perfect as I wanted. And then I had some XLs made. So they're for you to decide which one is going to get which. But Wayne, here's your box of
wow.
goodies. And here's your box of goodies.
My God.
And that's your time machine parts. Those are your painting masks.
Oh my God! Thank you so much. Well, so the shirts that I had for us, I was gonna get. So for all of us, I had a sprueVerse shirt for you.
Oh,
And it went back to LA, so I'll ship it for you.
Oh yeah, we have a.
It says, does this say what I think it says?
Looks like I picked the wrong one. Stop sniffing glue.
Oh, that's hilarious. No,
when I was designing these ones, I really didn't figure out how big this was going to be, and then the printing on it is
Oh,
absolutely
that should
massive.
fit me fine.
Yeah.
But the printing on it's absolutely massive.
Look,
And I was going for a lime green, not a neon green.
but I had shirts made that said on it, I promise you I haven't started it.
Yeah.
I haven't made.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah, so I'll have to ship it to you.
Okay.
Yeah, I want to see.
Yeah, but I promise I haven't started.
Yeah, I promise I haven't started yet.
I'll be talking you through that circuit diagram I put in there. It's
Okay.
quite easy to follow, but it's
Oh, that's fantastic.
Love it.
Is it?
That's the XL, and that's the 2XL.
All right.
Very cool.
Just too good, right? That's quite big for XL.
videos. All of us.
Tell me that this is not genius. Thank you so much.
Definitely, thank you.
That's so kind. Oh yeah, that's great. I'm going to wear that
This is
proud.
the time machine.
Yeah, okay.
But that's your
And you know who will love
cages.
this?
Yeah,
I'm
excellent.
going to give this to my son.
Wonderful.
Yeah, I'll take it because we're going to Florida to see him. He graduates from the police academy, and he cuts my videos for me. So thank you so much.
So what you've got in that little pack, you've got your gears in there, which we're going to try and figure out. But you've got grommets for the gears, which we already won't use. Crystals for the lever if you want to use them. You've got the nano board, which is already pre-programmed. You've got a motor driver, which is big, just so you can learn how to use it. But you won't need it because there's a tiny one in there.
Okay.
There's bearings. So you've got bearings that a 3mm shaft can go through. There's a lot. So
We should go through that tomorrow. Then.
I also put a set of Ares figures in your box because I knew you had built the Ares. I didn't know you were sending him one.
Well-
I need to get you a set of Ares figures.
well, I need to these are materials.
Let's hope he gets it.
yeah.
The United States Post Office literally stopped tracking it on May the 1st.
Oh.
But they say it's en route. I go,
We give up.
what is it, on a boat?
Yeah.
En route can mean so many things.
It's on a rowboat.
Yeah, that's probably what it meant. They spelled it wrong.
yeah.
En route meant on road.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm really bummed out if that's...
I'll go to the post office when I get home.
Yeah, I mean, You're meeting tomorrow when we're at Wonderfest. A guy called Will and Victoria Dickey. Who on the
I know about it.
Yeah. Oh well, he come and visited me.
Oh,
but
yeah.
he sent me something, and he got to England before the package did. So I went to the post office. And I was sitting on it for a month. Didn't even tell me.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
That was me, my LA Rams thing that I've got.
Oh,
in the background.
Sign, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, we can hook you up with LA Rams stuff all day long.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah, you'll be in the home of the LA.
That's what I mean. But then I'll get the Chargers fans picking on me. I already had a Detroit fan picking on me at the Mount Vernon.
Well, the closest we got around here are Panthers.
They're good.
And we can't, I mean, they're Carolina. We have to share with South Carolina. Like I say, this is
So these
this is
are,
where I spend most of my time between here and there.
These are ready to go.
Yes,
We just lay them down.
yes. And there's 2 sets. So if you screw one set up, you've got another.
Okay.
Oh, this is so good. It's beautiful.
And then the yellow ones are to mask these guys. Basically, they're.
Yep.
They fit in those.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Gorgeous. And I've got masks for the control board.
You're right, and for the 3
Bless your
shades.
heart. You are awesome. Oh my God, you are awesome. Okay.
Well, I don't feel like I'm contributing enough to this.
Are you kidding?
No.
What is that?
These did all the electronics. You're doing all the providing of parts.
Well, the metal is. It's going to be really interesting.
Yeah.
But I'm excited. So by the time we get back to LA, we should be able to see. So the plan is that we're going to put the bevel gears in it, preset them.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to seal them in the shaft,
That makes sense.
and then you'll get it like that.
With a lot of lithium grease in it or something.
Yeah. We should pack it with lithium grease.
Some sort of white, yeah,
Right.
the white grease that doesn't deteriorate.
So we should pack it before he installs it.
yeah, just because it's gonna, if it doesn't.
And then the other thing I have to do is I want to run. I only need a one set of leads, right? That will go through the box, around the box.
yeah, because you have 2 wires going up to the lamp on the top.
Right. That's all you need, though, right?
Right, and then
There's not-
everything else is mechanical. There's no
Right. So that's all we need. Is just one set of leads.
yeah.
So that's what you'll get. It'll be that piece with the wires sticking out of it, and the shafts and the bevels, and so they'll turn.
Yeah.
So we're going to need the gears from this bag then. If he's going to, does he really do all sets? Because
We will. We'll
Yeah.
need his bevels.
yeah,
Yeah.
we need those gears for
Okay.
that pack there. They're
Yeah.
all in individual bags. But if I show you this, look, this is crazy. Can I find it? Sorry, I'm going to lay everything out here. Make sure I've got everything in here. I'm sure I have.
Holy moly!
There you go. That's how big the
Oh,
navigator is.
nice.
See, so that's your whole control board there. That's how
That
big it
is sweet.
That's beautiful. But look at that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's what I wanted you to do.
Now what I've done is in these bags you've got some headers as well. It might make soldering easier rather than putting them direct on the board.
Nice. Now, where are those gears? They said they were in a separate bag?
The bevel gears, they look like that, yeah, in a separate bag. See, but they'll fit easily once these are 2 together. I think Phil said they were 16mm clearance. But
That's the only thing I can't speak to perfectly until we put it in.
Yeah.
We have to put it in, but I believe we've got 16, and you're saying it's 12.
Yeah.
And 12
'cause,
should fit in the box.
I mean, look, when these are together like this, look how like that. Look how tiny that is. It's like a centimetre
You should be fine.
each way, and it's just the shafts that are making it bigger.
Right.
And if need be, you could probably grind those down.
Yeah, but
Now-
I have bought grommets in that as well. So.
Now, the only other concern is what is there any risk of those bevel gears separating?
Well, that just depends on how well
Yeah.
they're seated in the part.
Okay, right? Because once they're in, they're in.
And that's the diagram. So if you know how breadboard works,
No.
no? Well, basically, all of these are ground, so they'll all be connected together in one ground.
Okay.
So
Yeah, I smell a zone
everything
coming.
else has got everything else just links directly to whatever pin it tells you here.
Uh-huh.
Now this is a big Arduino, but that little one is exactly the same thing, just
Right.
without this bit on it. So
I smell a zone.
yeah.
You're gonna be giving a class.
That's all right. We'll have a lesson.
Yeah.
A timetable.
Okay, children, pay attention.
I'll have a blackboard.
No talking in the back.
We'll all go. Then we'll do it. Because I bought mine as well.
Fantastic. Oh my god, I'm so excited. How do I get this
We'll figure it
in
out
my
then.
luggage?
Those,
I mean,
they can all stand ways.
No, it's beautifully packed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's
Oh,
just,
that's
I'm not, it's just, if it's not in this, you run the risk of it breaking.
Yeah.
That's the part.
Yeah.
So that's the part that the gears would need to be inside of the new version of that.
But your one's slightly bigger than that. But even
Right.
then, with those two gears together, it fits perfect apart from the shafts, which is the.
And as long as the horizontal shaft goes through far enough that there's a bearing here and a bearing here to kind of hold it so that it's not all sitting.
Well, your bearings are in there.
It's not all
Well,
cantilevered.
but what I'm also thinking is that the actual shaft itself to the bevel.
See what I mean?
Yeah.
That should fit in there. Easily, it's just the shafts coming out.
Mm-hmm.
But the actual shaft to the bevel needs to be inside another tube, I'm thinking, to keep it true,
Yeah.
right? So it doesn't, it can only stay, it can't do anything.
Yeah, but then all of the weight is sitting on the bevel, and if it's long enough that it could be trapped on the other side, in another collar and another bearing,
Yeah.
then that takes some of the weight off the cantilever, so that it's not.
That's your pot meter. That's the pot meter.
Yeah,
I'm using,
yeah,
so, yeah. But what was the other thing? There's your bearings,
Yeah.
so that works.
But
that is eventually your motor driver, that little tiny thing.
Okay.
So this big one is the one to practice on.
Oh wow.
That's how they normally come, but that's how you
And
can reduce it.
reduced it all down to
Because
that.
that's going to probably have to sit at the bottom underneath.
Uh-huh.
And this is why I said that you've got 3 leads coming from that board in the control down to the
But
bottom.
don't we need his bearings
Um,
to install his shaft in
well, the bearings would be. Well, I was going to drill mine out and then. But if he's making it complete, then you need it.
Okay.
There's like 10.
So I have a question. How are you going to announce to the world the time machine built?
We'll do that tomorrow.
Oh, you're going to do it
Yeah.
tomorrow.
Something, and
Okay, cool.
This is the thing you never saw. This is the lighting kit that came with the set that Phil and I
Yeah.
got.
And that's
Oh, I
quite
built
expensive,
that.
that one, isn't
I
it?
built that board, Lou, and blew it up.
And blew it up.
Yeah.
But see, this is where I got the idea about, that's the motor that they want to use.
Yeah.
That if we turn it this way, it would, they put their 90-degree down at
Yeah.
the bottom. If we put it
Put it
this
up.
way and then you put it at the top, you don't have to go through a bunch of belts. But there, somewhere in here is the bearing, are the bearings, but you've got plenty.
And then if you want to change the crystal at the end of the lever, look, I've got them. These are a nightmare to get hold of. But
Those are beauties.
yeah, so there's more than one in it.
Okay, this is, yeah, but look at how beautiful those resin
Oh, yeah,
is
look.
cast.
That's the new one?
No, this was the original one.
Wow.
But this is what gave me the, if I can find the other half of it here.
That's going to be painted anyway.
This is flatter than that other one, isn't it? The one that this is what you've got the masks for to go around. Is that?
No, that is off the original set. That
Oh, is it?
not,
Right, okay,
yeah,
yeah,
that's
yeah.
not off of the good set.
No, that's right. But this was what the good set's got. This looks flatter
Right.
than
Well, the thing is,
yeah.
they built in, on the new set, they built in this ring as part
right,
of
okay,
the console,
Right.
and you just add that to
Right,
the
gotcha.
outside.
Yeah.
But that was where I got the idea for that ball and the That's how they had their ball, and you have two. Then you have two bearings that sit inside.
Is this the scan? Is it?
That's the same. I mean, that is the part. That's,
I've got to have another look.
I'm trying to find the other half of it. Here's the other half cleaned up. But if you did that, that gave you the full ball.
Yeah. Because the bearings reduce that.
But what we can
shaft
do
anyway.
is,
But I'm more interested in if those two bits there. Look, they fit so comfy in there.
Mm-hmm.
See what I mean? Look.
And if we had to cheat that ball up a little bit, that
Check
wouldn't
that
kill
out,
anybody.
no, but what he knows to do is before he seals this in, if we have to add just a little bit to widen this, we can, and
Yeah.
then he can contour it correctly.
But that fits quite nicely.
But that's why I was
Yeah,
thinking
yeah.
that if this is your shaft going out
Yeah.
of the wheel, then if it sits in a bearing here and another bearing here,
Yeah.
then that gives it some anchor at the front.
But they got a 3mm bore, those bearings in there, so that should fit.
See, that bearing then is actually inside. It's actually inside the. It's actually inside the.
The back one will be, the front one will be on the.
I'm sure we're boring you guys to tears on this.
It's actually fascinating listening to it. It's
So
that, you know, that
so it's
mixture
gonna-
of minds.
But this would be cut off anyway. This is.
Yeah, if I'm remembering right, this was how it sat like that. Trying to think which way was up since it was. This was designed, yeah, because that lip, that's where the cage sat on the top of it.
Right.
So this would be going down into the base, and then this was the front of the dish, and then this went back to the dish.
Right. Right. But you're saying you want a bearing in. You want a bearing in here.
I would like bearings
To
here
support the
and
back
here.
side that we're not going to see.
So they need to be in
Yeah.
before it's sealed
Yeah.
up.
But then that means that rod is going straight through, does it? The gear?
Right.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, because
But then that.
they don't. I mean, the way
Yeah.
that those mesh, one of them can go straight.
Yeah,
through.
yeah, I see, yeah.
Right.
So
But
that
then
might-
it can't wobble.
No.
Right. That takes
But then
the
that,
wobble
but
out
then,
of
but
it.
then that other bearing wouldn't be needed if he's made a box, because that box will hold that other end of that rod in. I'm guessing.
But does it hold it in a bearing, or does it hold it in? I'm just trying
I
to think
don't
of
know.
something
I
that
don't know what his idea. I think we're going to meet him, aren't we? So we'll
If-
find out what that is.
If that's bearing on either side, then that takes the strain off, and it's
Yeah.
not wearing against plastic or resin. Or
Well,
whatever.
it's going to be in a box.
Yeah.
There's going to be. He's building a box inside of here.
Okay.
So the beveled gears will be inside the box, so nothing can touch it. And then wire for the light will be on the
Right.
outside. It'll
I
come.
bet you if he's building that with a shaft,
Yeah.
that he's probably putting a bearing in that box.
Yeah, I think he would. He's got to do something, otherwise he's just going to rub against the end.
Right. Right. That's why I was thinking for just for self protection and longevity, you put some sort of bearing in there.
Right.
Wow. Well, I'm glad they fit in there, though. That's really encouraging.
That's fantastic,
Yeah.
isn't it? That's great news. I haven't started this yet, but it's 7 o'clock.
Wow.
Getting late. Let's
That
go
was
eat.
quick.
Let's go eat.
Go eat.
That went really quick.
Woo.
Do you want to fist me for a grub?
Do you mind if we all climb into the car?
What's that?
Do you mind if we all climb into the car? Like we all go together?
Oh, well, sure.
You can run shotgun. I'll sit next
Because,
to you.
yeah, you can go shotgun because you know where you're going.
Oh, I figured you just use the magic GPS.
Oh, no, Phil's,
There's nothing magic about. I am completely incompetent.
yeah, he's directionally
You're
ill.
really inspiring, though. really inspiring.
All right.
Let me
This has
grab-
been amazing.
I'm glad. I'm glad
So
somebody
cool.
else got to see it for once.
So
Let me
cool.
go around and take about 10 minutes and shut everything off.
Okay, very cool.
That's
Okay.
amazing.
So I have a great Adam West story. I used to go. We ate at the same sushi bar in Woodland Hills.
Oh.
Every other Thursday, he was there with his son. Every other Thursday, and I would sit next to Adam West and have sushi.
Nice.
You had sushi with Batman.
He was such a delight. Such a lovely guy.
Cool.
When I was at a chiller convention or convention in Charlotte that I went down for, and that was right after that set had come out. And apparently they hadn't seen me yet. They hadn't gotten their copies. They hadn't seen it yet.
Right.
And I'm in a line of people, and they're waiting. And Burt Ward is going, I haven't seen that. That's good. And he's pulling out every little thing and looking at it. And he's, Adam, have you seen this? And why, Bert, that's beautiful. And it's like, they're pulling it out. And meanwhile, there's a line. It's getting less and less patient.
I haven't paid any residual check for this.
Yeah.
It's so rural around here. It's beautiful.
Well, if I could have, I would have ordered a little bit chillier weather. But
Oh, it's perfect.
like I said, at least it's dry.
Now, what happens to the lawn clippings? Do they have to go in the trash? And are they?
My lawn clippings first of the year go into my trash collection.
Right.
And the rest of the year I mulch.
Oh, okay.